Butch, will you be going with the same lineup this week as far as your pitching, or what sort of plan?
We'll go with the same first two. It'll be Alsop. It'll be Gonzalez. I think from evaluating, there would be an obvious choice for Sunday. We're going to set TBA right now, um, just to make sure everybody's going to class and doing everything they're supposed to be doing as a student athlete. So we'll keep working to try to figure it out in the weekend. But I think we pared it down to where we probably have gotten 16 pitchers in a ball game in 4 games, and that'll start paring down from evaluations. But I think it'll end up being a new starter. But we're going to hold on for a couple of days and get into this series.
What goes into those decisions? Because I know sometimes it may be recovery time for one guy. Maybe he's better a couple of times on a weekend. Are there things that you have to find out about these guys now as you get into the season?
Yeah, I think we're getting closer. I think there's some definite guys that have been trained as starters, and you probably double that from the games you play. So you probably have trained 8 guys as a starter. We've used the word piggyback. So you're training 2 guys per day in that manner, and you could even flip them week to week. I would imagine we're going to keep taking a look at things, but Bauman and Alsop could have flipped this week if you're playing along at home. Joseph will just keep him on his days, and if he keeps building up, 5 innings is a lot first time out, in my opinion. So can he keep showing that growth and keep ticking up? Maybe it may have been my most favorite outing from a precision standpoint of commanding the baseball. But I don't want to start shortening days and stuff with Joseph here in the non-conference, because I want his arm to keep ticking up, if you will. I think there's still a ton more velo that we've seen in the past and some things to come. But tickled to death with his outing, and I'm comfortable right now keeping him positioned there. And then, Drew Nelson got an opportunity. We absolutely believe in his character, believe in his future here. But we're going to keep taking different looks at guys. Zach Crotchfeld stuck out big time to us last Sunday. And I thought Herberholtz, at least from a stuff standpoint, was another pitcher that I thought was positive. And on a day there was not a lot to draw out positive. So we'll keep working. I want to give everybody that's worked hard an opportunity. But we're going to make sure, like I was kind of alluding to, there's a standard for this. And everybody's watching in the organization to see if, we have to do this to live up to the standard. And we all have to do that to be able to get on the field and do what we're supposed to do to represent our program. So, but I'm excited. I think it'll be a few more guys the next 4 games that pitch, but we're going to continue to looking at things. We want to see Alsop again, see if he can get deeper into a ball game, be more efficient. We're about to face if you ask any questions about Southern Cal, a very patient-oriented ball club, a very traditional West Coast type of look in these first 4 games. Maybe one of their guys, Jackson, one of their best hitters, is 4 games into it. He has 7 walks and 0 strikeouts. So they're evaluating pitches very well. So we need to probably throw less guys, but we're trying to win ball games. This isn't spring training. We need guys to shove it in a strike zone like we've been preaching to start this season.
Jeff, talk about the decision to host the series instead of being on a plane right now, and what all went into that, and the challenges that come with it.
Just back and forth, because baseball guys are part-time weathermen, so we all look at it. And this week I had Los Angeles on my weather app, and I had Huntsville on my weather map, in addition to Coontail, Mississippi, and Auburn, Alabama. So we just touch base like you do with a lot of people early on, a week out. It's kind of that, hey, this is Butch over here, just checking in on you, Andy, and weather looks lousy. And then him saying, yep, I was probably going to get in touch with you, talk to my people, my administration. Next thing you know, another day happened, and I think Tuesday mornings where it really became evident, yeah, we might not be able to get a game in, so what do we do? And the first-year head coach, Andy Stankiewicz, is an amazing player. Coach just came from Grand Canyon. He wants to play. We want to play. And if we can't get a game in, I hate it for our guys not getting to take that trip. But what an amazing program, and how exciting was that? But I could tip my hat to a lot of people in administration here, our travel people, our administrators, Southern Cal's administrators, to like, this is the right thing to do. If this is the right thing to do, then how do we get there? Because, man, it's tough to pick up a college baseball team. You start taking 40, 50 people cross country. So you can imagine stopping our trip, creating their trip in 2 days' time is really, really impressive. So I tip my hat to both administrations for knowing this is the right thing to do. How do we get there? And I would say they did that between 6 and 8 hours. And I can't tell you, I had 3 years together with Andy with Team USA. So we spent some time together. I've admired him. Like, again, he played in the big leagues. He played for the New York Yankees. You know, I played for Glenn Farms in Amory, Mississippi, to give a shout-out back to my hometown and everybody at Glenn Farms. I played for Glenn Farms. So I think the world of this guy. And we're going to have a 12-time national champion, first time ever to be here at Plainsman Park. So it keeps getting neater, and I know I'm always making a big deal out of that stuff. But I appreciate them. Appreciate our fans, how they've jumped on the tickets. We've made it available to our season ticket holders, and we got them up at, well, I won't say their hotel here, but we got them at a nice place. They're going to have an amazing experience, and I'm just thankful this series is about to be pulled off. I did just get a video before sitting down with you about 5-10 minutes before of it's hailing in Los Angeles. It happens like 1 out of every 4 years, so just more evidence that everybody's doing the right thing, and it's going to be a beautiful weekend, and just encourage everybody to come out.
Stepping back for a second, last weekend and then on Tuesday, how much did you see this coming for Mike Irish? You know, true freshman in the SEC, very first starts and being one of the best performers on the team from an offensive perspective.
Yeah, I have to say I think the answer is the whole time, or he wouldn't been in a 3-hole of an SEC team, and then they're like, all these older guys go like, who's coach? What's he doing with Ike? He's putting him in the 3-hole, and Gabe put him right in the 3-hole to start a season. So I think the honest answer is the whole time. I think our players voted him as like the MVP of the fall. So, yeah, we're really counting on him being a good hitter. He wouldn't have been in that 3-hole, and then his ability just to evaluate pitches. So there's a high level of something going on, and they talk about young guys and walls and stuff like that, but this guy, you know, swings at strike, takes balls, tough at bat, confidence, has real confidence. The other thing you look for with the first year, a very young player, are they strong enough? Can they physically hold up? He's strong. He has all those attributes that sometimes a young player that's going to be dynamic, you got to wait a year for their body to fill out. You have to get 100 at bats before there's real confidence in yourself. And then, you know, a hitter with a track record that's going to play for a long period of time, they must be able to evaluate. They must have eagle eyes. They must be 20-10 or inside of that to play in the big. No matter how strong they are, how quick their bat is, their exit velo, launch angle, eyes is what is the common denominator of professional hitters for a long period of time. And Ike checks a lot of boxes, and I think we knew it from the start.
Kind of following up on that, how rare is it to have a guy come in at 18 and 19 and be kind of as developed as Ike is showing?
Yeah, because you can count them on a hand or two, right? In 20-plus years, those type of guys. Jonathan Holder on the mound is a guy that, you know, his first 28 innings that he threw, or entire year, give up 1 run. I look at freshman All-America Tanner Burns was one of those guys that has a mature frame and a winning fastball. Cody Greenhill, Stephen Williams were those type of guys that's had it. So it's been a minute in our program here. We've seen it before, and we think Ike has it. But, you know, you guys stay healthy. You know, he's DHing right now. Can we get him to keep growing in a position and get him out there? I told you we got good depth, and we love our catchers. You know, ball didn't go to the backstop Tuesday night with Ryan Dial catching a new catcher. Ike's working some at first base. I think I got early work with him today. We must get better and keep growing. But Ike, and I'm not here to set him up for failure. I believe that he has all these attributes to be a consistent, amazing hitter for us. And by putting him in the 3-hole, we showed that trust and faith. And our players believe in it too. Even our best players is like, we want Ike in the 3-hole, and it was kind of a no-brainer, I think, for everybody in our circle.
Right.
What do you think it means to Bryson and this team that he's gotten off to a really good start to play?
I think it's very important. He looks, and I think he got a chance to get more settled. But it's exciting. It's the risk reward of somebody. Y'all have heard me say he stayed in the fight. There's nobody. Bobby would fight with me and stuff, but Bryson's about as athletic as you can get. Somebody that can run, play third base, arm strength, put down bunts. He's already put a couple of those down, tried a couple more. He hit a ball 450 feet the other night. He played in the outfield for us. He came to us in junior college as a shortstop. I think he's going to continue to get more and more comfortable at third base. There's a couple of throws he'd probably like to have back, but there's a couple of one-handed come and get and attack plays that he made it look extremely athletic. And then I just couldn't be more tickled with him. I think when he hit his home run the other night, he had already gotten a bunt down the last at bat for a hit, and had tried a push bunt, I think, on the 0-0 at bat, or that bat he hit the home run. So I'm tickled to death. If he can hold up, I'm not expecting him to hit 600 the whole year, but if he can hold up and have this look in his eye and keep playing the way he's playing, it's going to help us reach a higher level, because he's such an athletic ball player, and I'm tickled to death with his start.